So today is going to be a little different because I'll be bleaching that shit. So yeah, that's why I'm not currently in one of my t-shirts. I'm in a shirt that I can unbutton because I have to shower and get the bleach out. So it's going to be one of those interesting days. So I suppose I should have said welcome to whatever day it is, but I've forgotten which day it is. 48 or 49? I'll have a look when I go back in my room. It's day 49! I had breakfast. Having my usual. And during that time I shall tell you about today's movie. Today's movie, Stargate. So it continues on with the star theme of the last few ones, and it will continue tomorrow. So Stargate, the original movie, I really enjoyed it. I went and saw it in the cinema, way before as in SG1, so... And I prefer SG1. No qualms about that whatsoever. However, I thought the movie was very good too. But the series had a little bit more to it. It wasn't just a destruction film. So, Stargate SG1 is probably my favourite of all the Star series, as in terms of the TV show. So yes, I prefer Stargate more than Star Wars and Star Trek. But that being said, I prefer Doctor Who more than all of them, so... And probably my favourite science fiction show is actually Defying Gravity, which is one of those one-season wonders. Oh, that's interesting. Do I prefer Firefly to Defying Gravity? I think those two are very equal pegging kind of thing. But anyway, Stargate, the original film, I found it very enjoyable. So yeah, thumb up, and I'll be back in soon to do the rest of today's video. That's what it's like before I put the bleach on. That's what it's like with it on. The blue is the bleach. So, feel free to excuse my hair. But yeah, I've now building the computer. The issue that I was having with it was, first, it didn't work with 5GB of RAM because it had the issue. It could only read basically the issue was the slots could it didn't like it having two in one slot, one in the other. So it's only going to have 4GB on it of RAM, which for what I'm using it for isn't a big deal. I was going to put XP on it, but I can't find my XP disc. I've only got a 7 disc, so I'm going to have to put Windows 7 on it, which I didn't really want to do if if I could help it with only 4 gig of RAM, I might as well put XP on it, but alas, I can't find my XP disk. So I could re-download it, but so yeah, it's stuck on that for a minute, so that's not a good thing, but maybe it is. We'll see what happens. Yeah, then the second issue, the other video card didn't work, so I had to put in the heavy duty one. But yeah, it's working at the moment, but the fact that it's stuck there is not a good sign, I don't think. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So that's what my hair is like now. So yeah, here it is. I'm going to show you in there how the system came about. And turning on for the first time. So yeah, that's it. Wasn't that hard once I took the changed the video card. Took that extra 1 gig of RAM. Of course, now it's going to be a tiny bit slow, but of course, I went going into it thinking that yeah, it's because that doesn't work. Because in having the 4 slots of RAM, having 1 1 2 1 doesn't work. It's the same coloured slots have to be usually the same percentage because they just don't like it otherwise. So yeah, now it's on. Now comes the annoying part of installing. I have to take it into my room, connect it to the net, download drivers, just so it all works properly. Yeah, so that's a little bit more complicated. So usually it takes a little bit longer than most. And yeah. So happy that it didn't take that much issues to do it all. Hopefully it runs alright. I'm going to check a few things about it now before I go into my room and yeah, do the hard parts. So yeah, at the moment you can see the way that's all bleached and the coloured's still there on the sides because that doesn't get changed until I change the colour. On Saturday I'll be doing my beard and the sides as well as something different. So yeah, that's it. So now that I'm finally wearing a shirt, it's time for today's shirt. It's a brand new shirt. Not that it's a new shirt, it's just because that's the band. So the second computer's all up and running. So yeah, it's set up in my room. The things will get moved around later on because well, just the way things are in my room, need to get moved around when it comes to the because I'll get a new power board for it so I can have multiple externals connected, because at the moment the power supply for the computer is running off somewhere where I don't want it to be. But yeah, everything's going good, so that's it from me today. I'll catch you all tomorrow.